Hey everyone, this is my Patreon pod reaction to the 22nd episode of Zettai Karen Children. And last episode, Kugutsu was kind of a big focus. He was kind of doing some spying stuff for Kyosuke early on in the episode, kind of having like one foot in the door in regards to being, a bad guy. But by the end of the episode, that other foot got fully through that door and he is completely a bad guy because of how things went down in the episode, but it's unfortunate. Maybe we'll follow up on that in this episode. Maybe we'll do something else. Let's get into it and find out. 3, 2, 1, play. Our scared girls in front of the TV segment. I'll be close to the screen and you cannot stop me. So what's up, guys? Sakaki. Oh, okay. That's how we're playing this. Accidents. Well, Sakaki did steal a woman, at least, sort of. But, yeah, Sakaki's not the one that was doing spying, so something is amiss here. Zettai Karen Children. Still love the opening. So, my first thought was Kugutsu was doing some stuff to make it seem like Sakaki's a bad guy. But we'll see. That was the first thing that came to mind for sure. Especially if you want to work together with Kyosuke to frame Sakaki, I'm sure they could make that work. Kyosuke can do just about everything, really. He can do a lot with his powers for sure. So you could definitely fix that kind of thing with Kyosuke's help. Done. A blue sky with clouds. Oof. Yet. With his foot. Yeah, not quite sure what's going on here. Well, yes, it's a magical language. I guess we're fighting. Sort of. That's how you truly communicate with the power of Vesperness. Just like a full lecture through it. All through a punch. But it seemed to have had an effect, so... Clearly. So yeah, that was all a flashback, I guess, which makes sense. That's another reason why people look different. Well, Minamoto is a true friend. Yes, it's very important. You know, for doctor stuff. we gotta be sure, you know. Can't take any chances. Don't you value your life? Time is of the essence. Let's hurry this up before somebody interrupts this. That shameless look on his face. Okay, just a little bit further. You can at least pretend to be professional. Like, one look at that face and she would know that not to trust what he says. It almost worked. And this is the man that he puts his faith in. I'll be there. As long as you're buying drinks. Well, we kind of have to observe you, so... But I can imagine that being, yeah, kind of a surprise. Minamoto taking him up on that offer. It's probably not a normal thing. And the Zettai are sleeping soundly, it seems like, so they're fine. We can go and have some fun. Harder with the amazing sleeping posture, as always. Is that a kiss mark on his collar? Weeks straight, wow. Somebody knows how to enjoy their night, I guess. Yeah, that's definitely a kiss mark. How did you not notice that? Hopefully they don't notice that. Yeah. Come home from the fun to deal with the children. As you should. But, you know, little mind reading never hurts. He's a smart man. Really hard to keep secrets from these girls. Have they just not noticed the mark yet? They might have mentioned it, maybe I just missed it, but... Because we were, like, throwing a lot of questions at him at once. Show music. Amazing ringtone, by the way. I approve. Are you okay, Minamoto? You've been busy lately. Oh wow, that does sound pretty special, actually. Yeah, we gotta go on that. 6 months. I mean, I can imagine why they would agree. Okay, so they didn't know about it, okay. Ah, okay. That's what that was about. Let's not get too crazy, Coward, with the theories. But okay, that's why. Kugutsu, how are you holding up? Kyosuke's a real puppet master. Slow down a bit, you're gonna tear your clothes at this rate. Never seen people struggle to get dressed so badly. Okay. They're all dressed up too. A great TV program. Oh, is it a shadow clone? Oh yeah, that makes sense. Kugutsu, yeah, he could do that. Now I know why they were talking to him. Didn't fool them too much though. At least for a little bit, I guess. Just enough to get out of there. Yeah, I was waiting for an evil look to pop up on his face to remind us that he is in fact evil now. Those two really are quite cute. Any more screen time? And we invited Kugutsu. I mean, he drove him there, so I guess he would join us. Nothing wrong with drinking a bit too much. It's a special occasion, after all. I bet you have. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. It's a little bit awkward with this fifth wheel. Another girl. Oh. Oh. Okay. I guess that works. No complaints from me. Wow, that's a great looking figure. I mean, there's a lot of pretty good figures up there. I want to go back to that later. I like the little hair bun things in her hair. Oh, that looks kind of painful. So yeah, what do we miss? Alright, I guess he would kind of fight against this, wouldn't he? Yeah, he would not approve of her going on that. Very important stuff, don't get in the way. Supposedly, it's the rumor. I'm pretty sure it's not true either. In fact, maybe that was a doll made by Kugutsu, that would make sense. The one in the picture. But... I'll be taking that. Okay. Yeah, we definitely believe in Minamoto. I see a big amount of difference between the treatment of Kugutsu last episode and Sagaki this episode. One gets the benefit of the doubts, one gets destroyed. Okay, that's what I figured. That's the only reason he could possibly leave that table. A little bit awkward, I guess. Huh. So something's going on. It does look shady, but that could be a lot of things, though. Okay, it does look pretty bad. Now I'm definitely confused about what's going on. Unless Kukutsu's manipulating a lot of the stuff. Like, more than I thought. Because Kukutsu does seem like he knows what's up. What's going on. Oh. So, that one is a fake too? Like the one we've been hanging out with? Oh wow, just right off shooting. Didn't even have to ask questions or check or anything. We just immediately off with a gun. He must have been pretty confident. But yeah, they were just all puppets. Yeah, I mean... Oh wow. Even the freaking chefs and everyone. Wow. I think I underestimated Kukutsu. Because he really was the puppet master of all of this. Like, are these girls even real? I mean, I'm sure they are, but... Wow, Kukutsu. They definitely should not have gotten on your bad side. I'm sure Zettai will help, though, soon. Oh, wow. I cannot believe how many times Kukutsu surprised me this episode. It worked on me every time. Even Kukutsu himself was a freaking puppet. Wow, that is some next level stuff. I'm actually just in awe. I'm just so impressed by Kukutsu. Ouch. Can we sense him? Yeah, that does look painful. Well, didn't Kaoru have it? I get that, but it's looking pretty bad, man. Oh, there we go. Right on cue. And yep, all the puppets. Kaoru knows how to make an entrance, and the music also right on cue. One of the best entrances. You know, top 5. Everyone underestimates that Children. Man, he really does go ham on it when he does that. There we go. More familiar attire. Ready to go. So where's the real Kukutsu? Right there, maybe. Is he wearing sunglasses at night? Why would you do that? Oh. He, of course, has got a doll. Kukutsu's a smart man. He was prepared. Oh no. Is that a giant syringe? Yeah, very different. That's a huge syringe. Would not want to get stabbed by that. Doctor the Ninja. Oh, and wow. I think I saw a lot there. I kind of blinked and... But anyway, the point is it's transforming into all the cosplay slash combat styles. Doesn't sound good. He is a doctor, so he would know what to do. Oh, wow. Really can't hate Kugutsu. He's too much of a man of culture. Okay, let's be careful. Freaking bazooka. Oh, well, yeah, I guess I could just do that. Oh, right back at him? Oh no, I don't think he accounted for that. Yeah, that's a bit of a loophole. We might be in trouble, Kugutsu. Well, you. I'm not really on your side, although I do appreciate you. I'm still more on their side. Definitely true. Power of Vesper teamwork. Wee woo, wee woo. So, any more plans, Kugutsu? Yeah, a lot happened that you missed. You know, their unit name's gonna not make a lot of sense once they grow up. Just saying. And they came to visit too. You'd probably prefer Double Face to visit though. I believe you. He'll probably tell you like half and say it's all of them. Takagi, can we have your apples? And that's the episode. You know, I thought it would take longer for Kugutsu to get defeated. But no, next episode, he plotted his revenge already. And was defeated. It was a good try, though. It almost worked. Like one slight mistake that screwed him over, the whole spicy thing. But that was kind of an example of Minamoto's friendship with him being the power that helped save him, you know? Which is pretty cool. Because, you know, not just anyone would know that much about Sakaki, you know? And that was the 22nd episode of Zettai Karen Children. I can't say it the Japanese way very quickly. Like, to actually pronounce like Children like the proper way, I have to do it like really slowly. It's kind of frustrating, honestly. But anyway, that's not really important. This episode, yeah, Kugutsu finally made it. I was about to say finally. It was like one episode later. Kugutsu made his move, right? Because end of last episode, he kind of like was pretty upset and kind of vowing his revenge. You know, Sakaki in particular, he was mad at because kind of took his woman, which is not cool. Not cool at all. So this episode, yeah, Sakaki has been framed. You know, because it was pretty clear that Sakaki wasn't actually a spy or anything, right? It just it would be very weird to have the episode after, you know, we had all the spy stuff with Kugutsu, to suddenly have Sakaki be a spy too. Like, the audience knowing what we know, that wouldn't make any sense. So, you know, it was pretty clear that Kugutsu did something to kind of manipulate things to make it appear this way, and I just wasn't quite sure what it was, you know. Because he has this connection to Kyosuke, I consider the possibility that Kyosuke may have pretended to look like Sakaki and did some stuff, and maybe, you know, just kind of coordinated with Kugutsu to kind of get that good photo, you know? That's kind of what I was thinking. But much later on, I eventually clicked in my head, like, oh, maybe he's using dolls to do it, you know? I don't remember exactly when I figured that out, but it was at some point. But yeah, Kugutsu is a doll man. He can make them, so, you know, he could definitely make a Sakaki doll, so I thought maybe he did that, which, you know, is like pretty much what it ended up being, right? But I really underestimated just how much he did with the dolls this episode. Like, for one thing, he had the fake Minamoto, you know, to try to fool the children, which worked for a little bit. They got to the restaurant. And then he had Sakaki be a puppet. Like, one thing that kind of confused me initially with the whole bathroom scene was I didn't account for the possibility that the Sakaki we were eating dinner with was a puppet. Like, I figured there was a puppet Sakaki out there. I just didn't think it was that one. So that's the main reason why I was kind of confused about the bathroom scene. But once, you know, once that was made clear, a lot of things kind of fell into place, right? But yeah, the dinner basically ended up being like this double date turned into a triple date because you had Kugutsu who kind of got in there, and then Naomi who was invited as well to have a third person, and we had the usual, you know, comedy with that. So then it became finally even again, and then things very much escalated when Sakaki had to go to the bathroom and had kind of like a fake secret sort of, you know, meeting, you know, trying like selling off the information, stuff like that, very much spy-like behavior. But Kugutsu, yeah, I'm just kind of in awe just how well orchestrated all this was by Kugutsu, you know, because the two girls there were there, you know, so they could spy on the stuff going on in the bathroom and, you know, get the false information through that, and then everything all pretty much would have fallen into place for Kugutsu's favor. It was just that one little thing that Minamoto managed to realize and notice about Sakaki, which made him realize that was a fake Sakaki. That was pretty much like the only mistake Kugutsu made. It was almost a perfectly executed plan beyond that. Like, it almost worked. It really did almost work. I mean, there were the children coming too. I mean, maybe that would have eventually messed things up regardless, but still, it was a pretty good plan by Kugutsu, for sure. And, you know, eventually everything got worked out, and just, oh yeah, also, like, everybody else in the restaurant was, like, puppets too, like staff and stuff. Like, that's how much thought and effort Kugutsu put into this. When he plans a revenge plot, he plans a revenge plot. So that was just, and yeah, the Kugutsu there was fake too. That also blew my mind. It probably shouldn't have, but it did blow my mind. But it makes sense he wouldn't want to put himself in danger if he didn't have to, so he's always thinking one step ahead. But, oh yeah, I guess the other mistake he made was not having countermeasures against rockets, you know. That was the other mistake he made, I suppose. We also got to see Zettai during, like, different outfits, like, more formal going out attire, which was quite nice to see. You know, something different. It's always good to see characters in, like, a different sort of outfit than usual. Especially in shows in, like, a school setting where they usually wear their uniform. I mean, this is not really that. They occasionally go to school, but not often. So, anyway, whenever we get new outfits, it's kind of cool. So, I appreciated that. And by the end of the episode, yeah, just Kugutsu was defeated, you know. I know I like Kugutsu, even if he became a spy, you know. It wasn't really so much for terrible reasons. It was just kind of a matter of not really getting the appreciation from people, you know? So it wasn't really like a super evil motivation. And just a lot about Kugutsu I liked. He was kind of the close thing to an otaku kind of character in the show, right? So that was kind of a big part of what initially drew me to him. He got all these cool figures and stuff, and he makes these puppets. And even in this episode, he got to demonstrate all the cool different cosplay stuff he could do with his puppet, you know, like ninja mode and stuff like that. There's a lot of really cool things with his character. Stuff like that is obviously pretty smart as well. Just look at what he accomplished this episode. His almost successful revenge plot. So, you know, it's just a shame how things went, really. How he went, how things went, how things ended up. It's just as tragic, really. But I still like him as a character deep down, despite the mistakes he made. I do think that's everything I really got to say about the episode. I mean, I didn't quite get the depths of Minamoto and Sakaki's friendship until this episode. Like, I knew they were kind of buddy-buddy, but getting that whole flashback when it seemed like Minamoto really had an effect on Sakaki, all that, you know, which led him to have as much faith as he does in Sakaki now. So it's a good thing Minamoto was there for him, because if it wasn't for that trust and that friendship, it might not have went so well for Sakaki. That's for sure. And yeah, the apple thing was also kind of funny. I was thinking that too when we first saw that. I was like, wow, just making those apples for him, you two are pretty close, and then they commented on it later. And then the girls wanted them, because of course they did. So. But yeah, it was quite scary when all the puppets pop up, you know. Everyone turned out to be a puppet pretty much. It's pretty scary stuff. Almost like zombie-ish, you know, kind of feeling to it. Oh yeah, I was gonna look at the figures, right? It was at 12 minutes and 2 seconds in my episode file. Let's take a good look at this. Like the one towards the right, that's kind of like, you know, bending forward. That one caught my attention like the most. That's a very interesting posture. I don't think I recognize any characters really. I mean, the green-haired girls in the back behind the bunny girl kind of look like girls from Higurashi no Naku Korone. They kind of look like that. I don't know if they are. But there's a bunny girl there too, who almost looks kind of like, what was her name from Haruhi? Mikuru, the Moe girl. She almost looks like her, almost. Like the girl in the school swimsuit with the long hair. It kind of looks familiar too. I can't place her though. Let's see, anyone else? We have like a couple Miko. I think he actually has the same freaking figure up there and down there, like the Miko one. I think that's the same exact figure. Huh. I guess there's nothing wrong with having duplicates. Fair enough. And we got one that's like a cool warrior with like a sword drawn back. I like that one too. Let's see. Yeah, just really nice collection, you know? Like, good variety of poses and stuff. Just pretty cool to see. Even if there's like a couple duplicates here and there. Oh yeah, the one bending over is a duplicate too. Huh. Wonder why he has duplicates. Like, I can understand having duplicate if you want to like keep one in the box, like to preserve it, never open it, and then one on the shelf, but both are on the shelf, so that's a little bit weird. Okay, the long hair, orange hair girls, duplicate too. Is there like duplicates on both shelves? Like he doesn't have like 2 copies of every single one, does he? Because that'd be pretty crazy. I've already seen like 3 duplicates though, so it's possible. And I think I see 2 of the bunny girls as well. Huh. I guess someone just got lazy with I got the animation studio, possibly. Just like I ran out of ideas for figures, just copy them. Nobody will notice. Maybe it's a case of that. I don't know. But there was some pretty good looking figures in there. That's my main takeaway from that. Anyway, for real this time though, that's all I got to say. So it's gonna wrap it up here. So thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.